a regular honeymoon paradise, isn't it? Did you ever see such roses?
No, nor felt such thorns.
Try lower down. Pick those that have no thorns. It's good advice. You better take it and save your fingers.
Thank you. I will.
Laurie, when are you going to your grandfather's?
Very soon.
You've said that a dozen times within the last 3 weeks.
I dare say. Short answers save trouble.
He expects you and you really ought to go.
Hospitable creature, I know it.
Then why don't you do it?
Natural depravity, I suppose.
Natural indolence, you mean? It's really dreadful.
Well, not so bad as it seems. I should only plague him if I went, so I might as well stay and plague you a little longer. You can bear it better. In fact, I think it agrees with you excellently.
You would agree with me more if you let me put you into my sketch. I need a figure.
Oh, it's all the pleasure in life. How will you have me? Full length or 3/4 on my head or my heels? I should respectfully suggest a recumbent posture. Then you put yourself in it and call it dolce far niente.
Oh, stage you are. Go to sleep if you like. I intend to work hard.
Ooh, what delightful enthusiasm.
What would Jo say if she saw you now?
As usual. Go away, Teddy. I'm busy.
You look like the effigy of a young knight asleep on his tomb.
I wish I was.
It's a foolish wish unless you've wasted your life. You were so changed, I sometimes think.
It's all right, ma'am.
I'm glad of it. I fancied you might have wasted money with that wicked Badan or lost your heart to some charming French woman with a husband, or gone to some of the scrapes young men seem to consider a necessary part of foreign tour. Oh, don't stay out there. Come sit here and let us be friendly, as Jo used to say when we got into the sofa corner and told secrets.
Oh, I'm all ready for secrets.
I have none to tell. You may begin.
Well, I haven't one to bless myself with. I thought perhaps you'd had some news from home.
Heard all that's come lately. Don't you hear often? I figured Jo would send you volumes.
She's very busy and I'm roving about, so it's impossible to be regular, you know? When do you begin your great work of art, Raffaella?
Never. Rome took all the vanity out of me. For after seeing the great wonders there, I felt too insignificant to live, and gave up all my foolish hopes in despair.
Oh, why should you, with so much energy and talent?
Oh, that's just why, because talent isn't genius, and no amount of energy can make it so. I want to be great or nothing. I won't be some commonplace dauber. So, I don't intend to try anymore.
And what are you going to do with yourself now, if I may ask?
Polish up my other talents. Be an ornament to society if I get the chance.
Oh, here's where Fred Vaughan comes in, I fancy. I'm going to play brother and ask questions. May I?
I don't promise to answer.
Your face will if your tongue won't. I heard rumours about Fred and you last year, and it's my private opinion that if he had not been called home so suddenly and detained so long, that something might have come of it, eh?
That's not for me to say.
You're not engaged, I hope.
No.
But you will be if he comes back and goes properly down on his knees, won't you?
Very likely.
Then you're fond of old Fred.
I could be if I tried.
You don't intend to try until the proper moment. I mean, bless my soul, what an earthly prudence. He's a good fellow, Amy, but not the man I fancied you'd like.
Well, he is rich, a gentleman, and has delightful manners.
I understand. Queens of society can't get on without money, so you mean to make a good match and start in that way, all right and proper as the world goes? But it sounds odd from the lips of one of your mother's girls.
True, nevertheless. I wish you'd do me the favour to rouse yourself a little.
Do it for me. There's a dear girl.
You'd be angry in 5 minutes.
I'm never angry at you. It takes 2 flints to make a fire, and you're as cool and soft as snow.
You don't know what I could do. When applied rightly, snow produces a glow and a tingle. Your indifference is half affection, and a good stirring up would prove it.
Stir away. It won't hurt me, and it may amuse you.
Flo and I have a new name for you. It's Lazy Laurence. How do you like it?
Not bad, thank you, ladies.
Do you want to know what I honestly think of you?
Pining to be told.
Well, I despise you.
But why, if you please?
Because with every chance you get to be good, useful, happy, you are faulty, lazy, and miserable.
Strong language, mademoiselle.
If you like it, I'll go on.
Pray do, it's quite interesting.
I thought you'd find it so selfish. People always like to talk about themselves.
Am I selfish?
Yes, very selfish. Here, you've been abroad nearly 6 months, and have done nothing but waste time and money and disappoint your friends.
Isn't a fellow to have any pleasure after a 4-year grind?
You don't look as if you'd had any. At any rate, you're looking none the better for it, as far as I can see. Oh, you have grown abominably lazy. You can find nothing to do but dawdle. And instead of being the man you ought to be, you're only...
In Laurence from the Good Iron?
You men tell us we are angels and say we can make you what we will, but the instant we honestly try to do you good, you laugh at us and won't listen, which proves just how much your flattery is worth.
I will be good. I will be good.
Aren't you ashamed of a hand like that? It's as soft and white as a woman's. Looks as if it does nothing but pick flowers for ladies. I'm glad to see there are no diamonds or big seal rings. Only that little old one Joe gave you so long ago. Oh, dear soul, I wish you were here to help me.
So do I.
I'm very sorry I was so cross. But I can't help wishing you better, Teddy, dear.
Don't. That's her name for me. Do you think Joe would despise me as you do?
Yes, if she saw you now. She hates lazy people. Why don't you do something splendid and make her love you? If you'd only set about another task of some sort, you'd soon be your happy, hearty self again and forget all your trouble.
I did my best. There was no use. Say what you will, for Joe wouldn't love me.
No, it wasn't, and you'll say so in the end. For it did you good, and proved that you could do something if you tried. Here. How's that?
And while you draw, yes, that's me.
As you are. This is as you were. Don't you remember the day You and Puck played Horse Whisperer and we all looked on. Mag and Beth were frightened, but Joe clapped and pranced, and I sat on the fence and drew you. I found that sketch in my portfolio the other day. Touched it up and kept it to show you.
Well, much obliged. You've improved immensely since then, and I congratulate you. May I venture to suggest, in a honeymoon paradise, that 5 o'clock is the dinner hour at your hotel?
Shall you be joining us tonight, mon frere?
Unfortunately, I have an engagement. Óigfhear, mademoiselle.
Oh, no. Be yourself with me, Laurie. I'd rather have a hearty English handshake than all the sentimental salutations in France.
Lazy Laurence will go now to his grandpa like the best of boys. Pleasant winter to you, and may the gods grant you a blissful honeymoon in Valrosa. I think Fred will be benefited by a rouser. Tell him so, with my congratulations.